gonna give the whole no venting thing my very best effort. Obviously, I also don't have a choice right now because there's nowhere to put a new G-tube. Tuesday morning, everyone. It's not morning, it's afternoon. I just haven't picked up the camera yet. I've been sleeping a lot and just dealing with some pain, some nausea and vomiting. It's okay. Just uneasy and not happy about what happened yesterday with my surgeon. So I've been doing things today to cheer me up, like talking with friends and family on the phone. I watched Frozen and taking it easy, basically. A lot of y'all left very supportive comments, which I appreciate the encouragement and love, so thank you for that. Like I said yesterday, I know my surgeon needed to take the tube out because what happened is I developed buried bumper syndrome, which is where the tube migrates out of the stomach, where it's supposed to be because it was a gastric tube, a G-tube, and it became buried in the abdominal wall, which is very painful. And then the opening to the stomach, the stoma in the stomach, closed, and it was buried in the abdominal wall, and since it's not where it's supposed to be, my body was rejecting it and it kept pushing it out. And by the time my surgeon pulled it out of me, it was closer to the surface where my skin was, but it still hurt a lot. And I know it needed to come out, but I just feel he definitely could have gone about it much better, communicated with me more, made me more comfortable, been more gentle. It was just very rushed and hasty, and I was very uneasy about it, and I just did not have a good experience. But you know what? It's in the past and we are moving forward. Anyways, I talked to my GI about my G-tube stoma and what we're going to do. And if y'all remember, my anatomy is a bit unique. There is not much room in my stomach to place a stoma. We have a very limited surface area to work with. And that's because of my anatomy and also because I'm petite. So there's no other spot to put a G-tube stoma except for where the original one was, and we can't put a new one until this one heals. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get a new G-tube. But my GI wants to take this opportunity to really tweak my medications and see if it's possible to get me to a point where I don't require venting to manage my symptoms. I am very apprehensive about this, but since I don't really have a choice, I'm going to move forward with it with a positive mindset and tackle it as best as I can. We're gonna add in IV Pepsid to help with my reflux and that excess stomach acid. We also talked how I'm seeing a medical marijuana doctor, so maybe that will help me. We're gonna increase my IV Zofran. Although I use it as needed now, we're gonna increase the amount of times a day I'm able to use it, and a few other modifications. So hopefully, since I have to go without venting, maybe we can make it possible to where I don't need it and I won't have to get my G-tube again, because that would honestly be ideal, right? Where I won't need 2 feeding tubes, just the one for nutrition. I would prefer that. I'm just trying to be realistic here, but maybe like this is God's doing. Right now I see it as a really crappy situation where I just lost my G-tube stoma. That used to help me so much with symptom management, but maybe it's for a reason. We'll see. I'm trying to be optimistic about it. Y'all might be wondering why I don't just get an NG tube. One is because when I dry heave and puke, it is so violent. There's really no point. I'm just gonna puke it up. But also I have sensory issues and it's not a very good viable option for me. So that's why we're not gonna do an NG tube. Plus my GI really wants to trial a period without venting to see if modifying my treatment allows me to go without it. So if y'all could send me some prayers, crossed fingers, good vibes, whatever you're comfortable with, to see if this trial period with no venting actually works for me and I could avoid getting another stoma and a G-tube. I mean, it would be ideal. Right now I'm kind of just like skeptical but hopeful, cautiously optimistic. I'm willing to give it my best shot, but I am nervous because I'm worried I'm gonna regress and have so many bad symptoms again. But anyways, give it my best shot. I also had IVIG today because it was my infusion day and my doctors like me to stay on my every 2 weeks schedule. We did that this morning, and Judd's mom is here with me. My mom had to work today and so did Judd, so Anne took the day off work, came all the way over here last night from Orlando, stayed the night with me, and she's spending today with me so I didn't have to be alone. And she's cheering me up. We're playing Trouble together. She's being absolutely incredible. I'm so grateful for the family and loved ones that surround me. I know I'm truly blessed. Right now she went downstairs to find me a treat to help cheer me up even more. This is another good way for me to cheer up. I played Trouble. Anne and I played best 2 out of 3 last night, and I won! Yes. I'm actually getting pretty lucky with this game. Thank you for playing with me, Anne. Oh, sure. That was really, I won by a lot that time. Poor Anne, she had the worst luck this time.
No luck.
Again. Oh my gosh. Oh, my luck has really turned around with this game. Ha! Paul, Janice, Judd, no longer can they make fun of me for being the absolute worst at Trouble. Oh y'all, it's almost bedtime. And now my mom is here. You wanna wave, Mom?
Hello!
Surrounded by my loved ones. I'm so grateful. Yeah, since I'm not eating, my mom just orders food and you got a salad. Is it good?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Hospital food. The food here I guess isn't bad, but anyways, to answer some of the questions I saw a lot of you asking, we did make the staff aware of what happened, and I did tell them I don't want that surgeon coming back. I don't want him in the room, and they said that's totally understandable, and the surgeon's aware of exactly how we feel about what happened. And we're planning to talk to a patient representative, patient advocate, or an ombudsman of the hospital probably tomorrow sometime. I'm not feeling like vindictive of the situation or anything like that. It's just a bad experience and I want all those involved to learn from it. I would like the surgeon to take something away from it and know that was inappropriate, could have been handled better. And I would like to go forward knowing, you know, I could speak up for myself better, though I'm not giving myself a hard time because, you know, I was in pain, not feeling well. Sometimes it's just not easy to advocate for yourself. But anyways, and my G-tube was not a balloon button. If it was, the whole situation would have been a lot easier because then you just deflate the balloon and take it out. It had a bumper on it. I do gotta say though, I know removing the tube was the best option because my pain is I'm finally starting to notice a decrease in my pain. I still need medicine to help control it, but today is the first day that I've noticed it's going down and I don't need the medicine as often, which is wonderful. Also, maybe something good will come of this. Maybe, you know, losing my stoma happened for a reason, and we will find that I'm able to manage my GP without venting because I'm doing better with my gastroparesis as opposed to last year, and I have new medications on board. Maybe the medical marijuana will help. Maybe, you know, with IVIG. IVIG is known as like a miracle drug, even though I'm taking it for immunodeficiency. It's been known to help a lot of conditions. We don't know exactly why, but who knows? I'm just trying to go into this as optimistically as possible. So obviously I'm gonna give the whole no venting thing my very best effort. Obviously I also don't have a choice right now because there's nowhere to put a new G-tube. But in the future, if it's not working out, I will reevaluate the G-tube with my medical team. So anyways, hopefully I'm going home very soon. Judd and Harlow will be here tomorrow, and we're moving forward from a bad experience. Anyways, we're gonna play Trouble before we go to bed. because my luck is turning around. I'm finally gonna beat you, maybe.
No, you won't.
She's the queen at trouble, so this is the true test to see if my luck is really turning around with it. But going to bed. Tomorrow is a new day, better day, full of awesome possibilities. Hopefully going home soon. And with that, I will say good night, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.
Good night.